Hello, mama friends. I can finally share. My husband and I won a trip on a cruise. It's our first cruise together. We're having a lot of firsts going on this trip in particular for the Love Like You Mean It cruise by Family Life. But as with every adventure, it doesn't come without its hiccups. I will elaborate on those another day. I am doing this silly little thing I saw on Instagram or TikTok where they do LOVE with their hands and they do it to L is for the way you look at me. And my husband is Valentine's baby. So that was just something silly to do to pass the time, make us all feel better until everything got sorted out as much as it could be, and we were allowed to board the boat. So here's my husband and his service dog checking out the service dog station, and the view of Miami from that boat was amazing. It wasn't swelteringly hot, but it also wasn't really cool for these northern people that we are. We definitely left the not so white north, but it's a little cold where we're from. We went and had our first lunch buffet on the boat, and there's my husband and his cheeky grin that doesn't come out very often, and the view from the end of the hallway on floor 14 where we are staying. We won this cruise, as I said, so we were heading out to meet the facilitators for this giveaway. And here's a picture of many of these people had won cruises also. There were 10 couple spots, and we were one pair of those 10 couple spots. Bye bye, we are embarking on an adventure on my husband's birthday. Happy birthday, honey. After we met our virtual friends that helped facilitate the giveaway, we went ahead and got ready just to have a little bit of downtime. My husband is disabled, and so because one of his disabilities happens to be narcolepsy, when he gets emotional, happy, sad, indifferent, any emotion actually is very physically draining for him. So we just had to pause until it was time for dinner. And pausing can look a lot of ways, but Family Life put this little gift on our door that night, and it looks like a Lego set. We did have some restful time. My husband had some cuddle time with his medical device that's cute and has a heartbeat. And I got to cuddle too, because we're married after all. But back to the cruise. We are on this cruise for 7 days. It is a completely kid free cruise. I have not seen one kid, at least not one that wasn't in somebody's womb. Blessings and peace for them as they have another baby or their first baby. I'm so excited for them. And then here is the line for dinner. And our restaurant was called Bubbles. How cute is that? And they decorated for Valentine's Day. This line was long. I don't think I've seen a longer line for food, not even at my house where we have sometimes 10 to 13 people. Holy smokes. But it's still funny. And as you can see, wine is art in this restaurant. It lines the walls as you head towards your restaurant. And they surprised even me by giving my husband a birthday cake. We had told nobody it was his birthday, but they did have his paperwork. So they sang him happy birthday. And as you can see, they embarrassed him far better than I could have. And there's his trusty medical device hanging out under the table. And the end of his birthday bash. Look at all that good food. All gone. Our first dinner was with two other couples, and we had really good conversations. Of course, my husband's service dog was like a celebrity on this first half day, I guess you could say, embarkation day. He is actually the first registered service dog for this particular themed cruise. put on by Family Life. This is their 15th year, and they've never had a service dog handler team on their boat before. So it's been an adventure to say the least, and I made them take a picture with me because why not? You know, puppy, toilet, deck. Thank heaven it's deck 7. We went, and I have to say, the best part about the puppy toilet being outside the boat, or at least on the deck, is that you get to see the whole gamut of like wind, water, sun, clouds. You get to see all the weather, all the water. It really was pretty cool. And then this is, of course, the same deck where the puppy toilet is where they store the lifeboats. So I get to see those every time I'm out there. And if you look at this little maritime clock up here, it is almost 10 o'clock, and that is 10 p.m., people. My husband has narcolepsy. I don't think he's seen 10 p.m. on purpose for a really long time. Um, and so here he is. I was meeting up with him after dinner because we're going to bed. He has got to get some sleep. Normally, he's got a pretty structured sleep time, usually a full 12 hours. So we were trying to get him back to bed and uh, get his puppy squared away for the night, too. And because this mama is along for this adventure too, and if you didn't document it, it didn't happen, I did walk out to the puppy toilet, even though I have nothing to do with that part of their life. I'm just along for the ride, pretty much. So, back to our room, putting things away. If you've ever wondered how we handle the dog food, yes, we did pack it because why would we want to have to spend time to buy it when we don't have to? That we packed 14 days worth of dog food because life happens, right? So there's my husband getting ready to go to bed, and his sidekick is silently, you know, using the force to tell him he's ready for bed too and would like him to get on the bed. Have a good day. I hope that you like, subscribe, and share.